do not think that I will accuse you before the Father. I don't need to do that. You have a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a surprise witness. The one who accuses you is Moses. Gasp. In whom you have set your hope. What does this mean? Moses is the one in whom they have set their hope. Moses is the accuser of the Jewish leadership? Yes, Moses! I kid you not, it's Moses who is saying in Hebrew, J'accuse. In the Pesachta de Reb Kahana, which is rabbinic literature, it was then that the Holy One said to Moses how important Moses is to the rabbis. It was then that the Holy One said to Moses, Moses, thou didst exalt me above all the beings of the world and didst make me the only object of love in my world. I, for my part, right? You scratched my back, I'll scratch yours. For my part, I shall exalt thee above all the inhabitants of the world, and I shall make thy name so known in the world. And all will know that there can be none like thee in this world and in the world to come. I shall raise thee above all the righteous, all of them. So who's the number one exalted figure? Who's the number one super righteous guy in rabbinic literature? It is Moses. But if you believed Moses, Yeshua says, if you believed Moses, you would believe me. How come? They might ask. For he wrote of me. For if you believed Moses, you would believe me, for he wrote about me. But if you do not believe his writings, and that irony of ironies, okay, you're telling us that we don't believe Moses' writings? That's the accusation, right? Talk about a slap in the face. But if you do not believe his writings, how will you believe my words? When did Moses write about Yeshua? Deuteronomy 18, we've already looked at that. The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your countrymen, and you shall listen to him. And I will raise up a prophet from among their countrymen like you, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak in them all that I command him. And here's the application. It shall come about that whoever will not listen to my words, which he shall speak in my name, because I have sent him, in other words, the Lord has sent him. If you do not listen, if you do not obey, if you do not listen with the intent to obey, my words which he shall speak in my name, I myself will require it of him. In other words, if you blow off, if you ignore the prophet like Moses, whom the Lord will send, then the Lord will take it up with you personally. And that cannot end well for you. And of course, Exodus 33, you remember this. Jehovah said, behold, there is a place by me. Moses says, I want you to show me your glory. And God says, you cannot see me and live. You can't see my face. Certainly can't see my face. But here's what I'm going to do. Because you're Moses. And they did have a special relationship. Behold, there is a place by me, and you shall stand there on the rock, and it will come about while my glory is passing by. And I will put you in the cleft of the rock and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. So Moses, unlike the Jewish people at Sinai, Moses is the only one who actually at least sees some sort of the form of God. And Yeshua argues that, and I would argue as well, that is talking about him, because the Father cannot be seen. Yeshua is the one whom Moses saw. Of course, pre-incarnate, obviously. The Son, the second component of what we call the Trinity. Then I will take my hand away, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. So the Scriptures speak of the Messiah. Moses, on whom the rabbis and the Jewish leadership invested everything. How sad, how ironic, how unfortunate for them that they read the passages but did not comprehend the passages.